Louder!
And it's time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody? And Gorehounds, welcome to the Gore N More podcast. I am the not-so-mean Fluff Master Screen, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me as always, let's see, what do we got today? How about my,
Anything patriotic?
Oh, I know, actually, I was actually going with more of paleontologist, because that's
Patriotic paleontologist.
The patriotic paleontologist of Project Louder. There we go, on the spot. Look at that. Started off with the Dark Lord himself, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
Happy Independence Day, bitches.
And the Duke of the Dead, the Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Today is, I gotta even say it, dude. Today is July 4th, 2022, and we have a fucking swimtastic episode today. But first, as always, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did in the last week. So, Scuba Steve, if you could please.
It is now time for your Salah.
Thank you, homie.
Beautiful.
And if you want to start us off, brother.
Absolutely.
We'll go counterclockwise.
My week was pretty chill. I didn't really do much all week, just kind of hung out at home, enjoying the last few weeks of my vacation. I was sick. I ended up getting a cold, like a really bad, like sinus infection. I thought I was going to have to cancel my investigation this past weekend.
Damn.
I thought maybe I had COVID again. And luckily, I tested negative. So I was like, okay, that's a plus. You know, I'm not really worried about it, but, you know, just to be safe for everybody else. So luckily, it was just like a really bad sinus infection. Got over it in like 3 days. I still have a little bit of like nasally sound, but I'm not hacking up fucking bright green ooze anymore, which is great.
Right.
I worked Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday I hit the road and took a 6.5-hour drive from Corpus to Mineral Wells, Texas. Went back to the Mineral Wells Haunted Hill House for an investigation. The girlfriend went with me, which was fun as fuck. Having her there was great.
Nice.
It was awesome. The only downside was, you know, I didn't have, you know, my buddy Joe went also from Dark Side Paranormal, and so he drove by himself. We didn't go with him because she had to come back to work yesterday. So we were like on a time crunch yesterday, trying to get back before she got to work yesterday. Speaking of the devil, how's it going, baby?
Hey, Octopus. Hello.
So she drove because we slept like shit Saturday night, and it was just, she was terrified. I was freaked the fuck out because something grabbed my leg and I screamed like horribly, like on my Facebook Live. Like it was hilarious. It was fucking funny.
I love a good loud scream from a dude.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a scream. It wasn't a scream. It was a no. It was like Cleveland.
So I'm only just taking.
But it was funny, you know what I mean? And I laughed at myself, you know, after the fact. I was like, okay, you know, you kind of fucking, you bitch, like you're sitting here, like you do this shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, why would you get freaked out? But what freaked me out was, it was not a scream. Shut up. You were asleep on the couch. You don't even know. You weren't even there. So Joe and I are in this room, and we're taunting. We're talking all this shit. And Brody's like, call it a cunt. Say I said it's a cunt. And I'm like, Brody said you're a cunt. This and that. You're a little bitch. And so we're taunting and saying everything that people are posting. Nothing happens. Nothing. So then I start scanning the channels on my spirit box, and I come across a fucking country station. So I fucking get the station to play. And it's playing some stupid country song, and Joe and I are just hamming it up in the dark, joking around, you know, dancing and shit. And he starts humping the fucking bedpost, And I'm looking at him laughing, and I feel a hand go like this on my calf. And it, it just, I thought maybe at first like somebody like snuck in without me knowing. So I looked down and I didn't see anybody there. So then my brain like was like, nope. And so that fight or flight kicked in and I was gone. I was like, nope, 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 no, no, no. And so, but it was cool. And then, we tried to sleep in one of the most haunted rooms, which is called the Axe Room. And I have this thing where I cannot sleep with my back towards a door. So like the bed was like here and the door was like right here. So I just can't. I can't do that. It freaks me out. So I slept on this little fucking couch thing with her on top of me because she was terrified. It was the most uncomfortable thing ever. She freaks the fuck out because one of the guys that's investigating with us, his name's Tuck. He walked in the room because he's still up and investigating. We had to leave at 7 a.m, so we crashed a little early. Right. And Tuck walks in the room because, of course, doors wide open. Whatever you're gonna investigate. You get still, who no matter who's asleep, you're still going in that fucking room. So Tuck walks in. She freaks out. I feel her jump like on top. Like I feel her just like jump, and she says something. And I open my eyes, and my vision is blurry. And boys, when I tell you, I thought I was about to die. I thought I was about to fucking die. Because all I see with my blurry vision after this one just freaked the fuck out on top of me.
She said she went into Ash mode.
She did. You fucking liar. You went into fucking... She's so full of shit.
She went into Linda mode.
There was no...
Brody said his light flicked on and off while you guys were taunting the ghost. That was Mary Lou.
Oh, no! You said the name!
Why, bro?
Why would you do that? So I open my eyes and all I see is this black mass in the doorway, and I'm like, and all that comes out of my mouth is Jesus. Just because I'm like, this is how I die. I'm gonna fucking die. But then my eyes focus and I realize it's Tuck, and I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch! Like you just scared the fuck. So rest of the night I had trouble sleeping, so she drove on the way back, and she was a trooper. We got to San Antonio, outside of San Antonio, and she was like, I can't drive anymore. I need you to drive. We got to mile marker 69 before she was like, I can't go anymore. I made it this far. Haha. Here's the joke I always make back and forth to San Antonio, and made it back in time. And I slept all day yesterday, slept all day today, and I'm here with you boys. Chad Daddy.
Damn. Well, my week wasn't as interesting as yours, apparently. I just did a lot of projects around the house while the family was still on vacation. I built a fire pit, which I'm pretty proud of myself.
Nice.
I mean, it was mostly already there, but it was full of it was just nasty from all the previous owner, all the fires they had. I don't know if they used to burn garbage or whatever, so I had to shovel all that out, and I had to tear it apart basically start over from scratch because it was built in like this rectangular shape, and I didn't like that. I wanted more of like an octagon shape to open it up more, so you can actually sit around it. So when I laid the stones down, it's cinder block. And when I put them down, I wasn't thinking, and I put them with the flat sides up, and then like it was like the open sides on the side. I'm like, well, that's not going to work because you're going to get flames and stuff out the side. So I had to tear it apart, start it back over, build it the right way. It was, I think it was 90 degrees, 80. It was like 89, 90 degrees, and the heat index was like almost 100. So I'm sitting there shoveling all this stuff. There's sweat just pouring off my face. Like I legit was starting to have heat exhaustion. I'm like, I'm done. After this, I just came back inside. I chugged the water and I just sat on the couch for a few hours. I brought my body temperature back down, calmed down. So I got that done. I got a few other projects, and then the family came home on Friday. Let's see. So Friday and Saturday we had a little party for my son since he didn't get to have a birthday party. I mean, we tried to get him a birthday party, but the one place he wanted to have it at, they were all booked up for that month. And then after that, they closed down for the summer. It was a little skating rink.
Oh, okay.
So we just had a little party here, and a couple of his friends came over. We have an inflatable water slide, so we set that up, and they had fun. So that was a nice little thing to do for my son. We had a taco bar and just hung out, chilled for the rest of the day. What's really funny is my son's one friend, he came over, and I don't know who the kid is. He came over, and his dad actually happens to be an old friend of mine named Brock. So I got to hang out with my friend Brock for the first time in a long time. He's a really cool guy. Yeah. So it was nice to have him over.
That's cool.
And yeah. So what else? I watched Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness again for the second time. It's
Mom number
good.
2, yeah.
Mom too, but I don't even know if I'd put it in my top 10 Marvel movies, to be honest.
It's not for
It's
me.
not. No. Not even.
It's
Listen,
good.
I fully agree. Right out of the theater, I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
It felt like a filler Marvel movie to me, though, which kind of felt, dare I say, wasted on Sam Raimi.
It felt rushed.
I feel like this should have been before Spider-Man. In the timeline, this should have taken place before all of the cool shit that
Wasn't
we got in
that?
Spider-Man.
I think that was originally the plan, though. I thought they were supposed to make this
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
The problem is like, yo, man, and you're the first Marvel movie following Spider-Man too. That's a hard follow, bro.
That is a very
And
tough
so
act
like
to follow.
yeah, that's why you know what I mean. Like I feel like they threw out what they could as you know what I mean because there's a lot of other ones.
I would like to see the original version they wanted to film first, and then also the original version that Sam Raimi wanted to make because with any Marvel movie, there's constant rewrites going on.
Yeah.
There was reshoots right up to the ass end. Which
Exactly.
Knew, so.
And we don't know what the original
I want the
version's
full
gonna be.
Sam Raimi, dude. Give me the fucking.
Give me the
full
Raimi cut.
version.
Yeah.
Yep.
Release the Raimi cut.
I will pay Disney extra fucking money.
You mean Evil Dead? Dead 4?
Fucking right, dude.
Speaking of Evil Dead, by the way,
Yeah.
I did finally cave in and got the Evil Dead game on PS4.
Nice. Yes, you did.
And I gotta say, as much as I was bitching about the missions and how hard they are, dude, the multiplayer is fun as hell.
Yep.
Right? I love it. And I'm using Cheryl and kicking ass.
Yeah, but Cheryl's fucking awesome because her power with just healing instantly is fucking fantastic. Yeah, dude, my wife used that as her main class right off. But yeah,
dude, I'm maining her like crazy and just absolutely. I haven't died once using her.
Hell yeah, dude. I actually like OG Ash, dude, for the fear level thing. I like his.
I have him leveled up too. I haven't really used him much yet.
But nice, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying. Yo, and for a multiplayer game, and honestly, I almost forget sometimes it's multiplayer because I'll just get so lost in chopping up fucking deadites, dude, that like everybody else is actually doing the mission. And I'm just like, I'm just killing fucking shit, dude.
The mission I did last night, I was doing that because we had all the pieces of the map. And so we found out where the dagger was and everything. So 2 people headed off to where the dagger was, and I was just hanging out, killing deadites, and I just literally happened to be in the exact spot where the Necronomicon pages spawned.
Oh, nice.
It was just perfect timing. So I'm sitting there collecting the pages. There's another guy with me. We're just killing all the deadites as they're coming, and then everything came together, and we went, boom, killed.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was a great time.
Nice.
So what else? So the other day, and this will be my last thing before we move on. So the other day, my wife comes up to me. She says, "How much do you love me?" I said, "Why?" She said, "How much do you love me?" I said, "Why? How much does it cost?" She said, "How much money do you have in your wallet?" Because right before they left on vacation, I got a check in the mail from my credit card. It's a credit limit increase, but they give it to you as a check. You can cash it or whatever. So I cashed it. It was $200. So I got that. Whatever's left of that, I have like $200 in my wallet. I said, "I have $200. Why?" She hands me a wad of cash, a check that she got as a rebate from the gas company because we pay it ahead of time, and we're at a different gas company now, and a debit card from the electric company that they did the same thing, and it has $235 on it. She said, "Here, go get your computer."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I looked at him like, not yet. We might need this money for something because I'm not working yet. We might need this money for something else. So just hold on to this.
Smart. That's smart.
So yeah. If I want the computer, I could go get it. But just playing it safe right now. It's just sitting in the drawer.
That's man. I'd probably do the same thing. What's up, Kaylee?
Hey, Kaylee.
Welcome.
But that was my week. Big Johnny D, how about you, brother?
Well, I had a pretty chill week, man. Worked up till Thursday. I took off Friday because my parents actually got COVID this last week, so that kind of sucked. So we were supposed to have a big old cookout at our house Saturday. We had to cancel that because my parents are my daughter's babysitter for the summer. So my daughter's been over there all week. My dad got it on the last day, and I was like, oh, shit. So, let me take Friday off. And then we were like, well, let's play it safe. We didn't want to cancel, dude, just because it was going to be a nice fucking day. But you know what I mean? You don't know if she's got it. It might take a day just like it did with the old man.
Yep, you got to play it safe.
So, yeah, it sucked. It definitely fucking killed me a little bit. But do what you got to do, obviously, because it's your friends and all that other shit, too.
Yep.
So But that was cool because at least we still enjoyed the day as a family out in the pool and shit. And then my neighbor, he goes ham for the 4th of July weekend at least. And so he buys a couple $1,000s worth of fireworks. I'm not going to go into the exact amount, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is I can just go to my front fucking lawn and get a fucking 30-minute full show. Because this dude's he was super into WWE when he was growing up. So he's all into like the fucking like laser light show kind of shit. Yeah, dude. Like the real fucking like getting into it, dude. Because like he's got it all synced to music shit and everything when he goes over there. So he plays it loud enough where I can hear it over at my fucking house. So I'm like, yeah, dude. So we enjoyed that. And then Sunday we realized everybody was, feeling healthy. So we went out and got some steaks and like that. Yeah. I feel that, Ben. I feel that. Yeah. Ben popped his back last night, so everybody's sending some love. But no, man, it's just been a chill weekend, honestly. I just been hanging out with the fam. Haven't really been doing much just because parents have obviously been sick. So just been hanging low. Got to watch this fantastic film, which I haven't watched personally in a long time. And thank you, Brody, because I was going to bring this last but not least. I was actually on another Project Louder show. My first on this one. I was on LCE this week.
Woo! Crossplay enacted.
Fucking right, dude. And we talked about the movie Turbo Kid, which first and foremost, I'm not going to go fully into because go check the episode out to really know how I want it. But I'm just going to say, yeah, go fucking watch that shit.
I told you. Awesome. I fucking told you. It's awesome.
Oh my God, dude. And the fact that, spoiler, we might be getting a sequel. And the fact that I just saw the fucking, I'm like, dude, I was so sold. I'm so ready to watch it again. It was so good.
It's a great
Go check out that
movie.
episode. It was fantastic. And I think thank you once again to all the boys for having me on. It was good shit. And if you haven't seen it, man, especially with dude, like even that movie, I know it's not really horror, but I don't give a shit, dude. I feel like this show could easily cover that fucking movie too, dude. Like
anything,
and gore. Yeah. I know. Listen. Once we start getting deep into, I mean, dude, we're gonna get to episode 200 here,
dude. No joke.
You know what I mean? Like,
I've been juggling around the thought of doing Escape from New York for on here because it's marginally horror.
Yo, man,
and I love Escape from New York.
I'm just saying, like, if we go to the point where we're going full out, like over the top, just like if we can go just straight up gore, it doesn't have to be horror at that point. I'm fucking putting Ninja Assassin back on the list, dude.
Oh,
that's all. What do you mean, no? Have you ever seen it?
No.
Why are you shitting on that movie then, dude? It's fucking awesome.
I'm not saying no. I'm just laughing. Like, oh God.
Oh, listen, dude.
I'm not saying no.
It's a total cheesy ninja movie, but the gore and the fucking killing is insane in it, dude. Like,
that'd be cool to do something other than horror. I think that'd be kind
even if it was just a month.
Yeah,
and the 5 of us, dude, all through a fucking like random.
We've still got some open slots this year,
dude,
so
I'm still up for the superhero shit, dude. Myself, too.
We've got to retool the schedule though, and I was just talking to John about that before you came on, Scoobs.
Hey, we got some weird fucking pop up shit coming in from Twitch
buddy.
Here. What the fuck? All right. Anyways, I think we've talked enough about our bullshit. It's time to talk about what the fuck we are actually here to talk about today, and that is 1999's Lake Placid. Chad Daddy, this is your pick, buddy.
This is my pick, and I would be delighted to start this shortly. Released July 16th in 1999, and it goes like this. Shortly after the horrifying underwater attack in Maine's Black Lake, the local fish and game officer Jack Wells enlists the help of the New York City paleontologist Kelly Scott to investigate. With only a mangled body as their starting point, Jack and Kelly embark on a dangerous mission to find the mysterious creature as Sheriff Hank Keogh. Am I saying that name right?
Kia? Yeah, Kia.
A mythology professor and an eccentric inhabitant all want to locate the elusive predator first, but something deadly is lurking beneath the silent pond, and it's already taken a liking to the juicy human flesh. What is the secret of Lake Placid?
Her name is Betty White.
Yeah, buddy.
Best line in the movie. If I had a cock, I would tell you to suck it.
Any of her lines.
Yeah, her line.
Oh, no.
What does she call him? Officer
Fuckmeat.
Yeah, Officer Fuckmeat. It was so great.
Okay, so like, yeah, dude. But I'm just saying, like, that line alone, dude. The sucker, that was fantastic.
It's not a gator, Ben. It's a crocodile.
It is a crocodile.
Two completely different reptiles, sir.
So, directed by Steve Miner, a favorite of ours, who did Friday the 13th Parts 2 and 3, House, Halloween H2O, so many others. Written by David E. Kelly. He did Mystery Alaska. Doogie Howser, MD. Ally McBeal. He's done a ton of TV work.
Doogie. Man,
Yes.
I haven't thought about Doogie in a long time.
A little trip down memory lane. Produced by David E. Kelly again, also from LA Law and Chicago Hope. Michael Pressman, Picket Fences, and Chicago Med.
Picket
Nice.
fences, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
so Scuba Steve, you want to take it from here?
Starring Bill Pullman, Independence Day, Spaceballs. One of the most epic speeches ever given in a movie.
Oh my God, yes.
I might say. And I usually post it on 4th of July, but I'm kind of in protest of 4th of July right now, so whatever. As Jack Wells, Bridget Fonda, single white female, Army of Darkness, as Kelly Scott. She's in Army of Darkness? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
She's
Yes,
the
that's
flashback
right.
Linda.
Yeah, the flashback Linda, yeah. Oliver Platt, Ready to Rumble, Chicago
She
Med, as
is.
Hector Sear. So I watched Ready to Rumble right after Lake Placid because that is my favorite Oliver Platt movie.
I don't have that, or I would have watched it too. I love that
I've
movie
never.
so much.
That's the.
The
I've
rest
never
of them.
watched it. Yeah,
You've
Oh,
never
it's
seen
so-
Ready to Rumble?
it is so
it's
funny.
fucking great.
No, that's the one with who's the other guy? Jesus fuck, dude.
David
David Arquette.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brendan Gleeson, 28 Days Later, Harry Potter film series, is Sheriff Hank Keogh. Betty White, rest in peace,
Rest in peace,
Wasn't
sweetheart.
28 Days Later. I forgot about that.
as Mrs. Dolores Bickerman, legend.
Rest in peace.
Meredith
right.
Stellinger, Village of the Damned, Dream a Little Dream, as Deputy Sharon Gare. David Lewis, Halloween Resurrection, Child's Play 2019, as Walt Lawson. Tim Dixon, Highlander the series, Supernatural, as Stephen Daniels. Natasha Mouthy, Disturbing Behavior, Elektra, as Janine. Mariska Hargitay, Law and Order SVU Ghoulies, as Myra Okubu.
Yeah. You want me to take it, Joe?
Yeah, take
Be
it.
my guest.
All right. Music by John Ottman from the X-Men film series and Halloween Scream. Cinematography from Darren Okada from Phantasm 2 and Halloween Scream as well. Edited by Paul Hirsch, Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Classic fucking 80s movie.
Both of them are classic.
They are. Ferris
Oh wait, you
Bueller's
haven't.
probably
That's
a
right.
little-
That's right. You're
I'm
not
not
a Star Wars guy.
I'm not a Star Wars guy. But I've always wanted to somehow find myself in a flash mob like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, dude.
Yep.
Because if that's not the most epic moment of everybody dancing, dude, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, at least for this for me. And Marshall Harvey from Alligator 2, The Mutation, and The Burbs. That's awesome. He's in another fucking
Another alligator
reptile-
movie. Yep.
Well, technically crocodile.
Alligator, crocodile, whatever,
But
you know.
I know. What do I say? Reptilian aqua.
Crocodilian.
There you go. Effects and makeup by the legendary Stan Winston Studio. Distributed by 20th Century Fox. You couldn't tell from the Aliens fucking music and the goddamn... No, fuck, dude. If somebody just hopped in and they were just listening to this shit, they'd be like, oh, boys are watching Aliens, huh? No. Lake Placid. All right.
Wouldn't mind watching Aliens again, though. I love that.
No,
one.
never. 82 minutes runtime, rated R, 35 million budget, grossed 56.9 mil. So, gentlemen, let's discuss this watery adventure. Chad, this is your pick. Obviously, I'm
Yes,
sure
so
this
it
is the
obviously
first
was
time-
not. It was clearly not my first time. And I didn't get the chance to see it in the theater, but I did see it right after it came out on home video. I love this movie. It's not a perfect movie by any means. It's a little on the stupid side, yes, but it's a fun popcorn movie. You can just watch it, sit down, make some popcorn, turn off your brain, ignore the world for 82 minutes. It is not a particularly long film, which I kind of feel like it works in its favor, too. If it was a little bit longer, I mean, you could have got more explanations as to why certain things happened the way they did. But I feel with that lean runtime, it definitely keeps your interest long enough. And there's surprisingly little screen time for the crocodile in the movie about a crocodile, which, same thing with Jaws. The shark didn't get much screen time, but that was because the shark didn't work. The alligator crocodile, did work.
Dude, talk for an animatronic for a fucking movie, man. They legit built a 30-foot fucking crocodile with movable
did.
head and tail that was fully fucking submersible and swimmable.
Yes, this thing
Holy
legit
shit,
swam.
dude. Like, imagine if you weren't you didn't know you were creeping into a movie set, dude, and somehow you crept upon this thing, dude. That is the most shit your pants fucking moment. Dude.
So at the end of the movie, when they're driving down,
yes,
and I'm thinking to myself, do they have the highway closed off, or are people actually passing, going, "Holy fuck, look at that goddamn crocodile"?
No, that's really
right.
I think that's just footage from them, like at the end of the movie.
It.
Yeah, I think they just utilized it for that.
Yeah.
Which the wife and I discussed. She's like, "What would you do if you saw that?" I'm like, "My ass would probably pull a Yui and fucking follow for a little, dude, because I want to know what the fuck's going on."
Okay, so funny story, kind of along track with that. Years ago, there was this picture circulating. It started on Facebook, and it's this huge flatbed truck, and on the back of it is this huge fucking turtle laid out on it. And everybody's saying, "Oh, this is the biggest turtle ever caught." And I looked at it, I'm like, "That's fucking Gamera. That is a picture from the movie Gamera the Brave."
That's awesome. So Brody says the Crocs that they have there are the same size as the one in this movie.
But I don't doubt it.
Yeah, to be fair,
everything's I swear Australia is like Texas. Everything's bigger.
Yeah, but it's like it's like Texas of the world, so it's more. It's even more so.
It's even more deadly.
Yeah, they're not just bigger; they're trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Like once again, dude, the deer try to fucking box you. So I mean, I don't know how to argue. You know what I mean?
Ours are just suicidal. They just
Ours are just giant fucking mice with hooves over here, dude. They're just fucking. They don't know what's going on. They're dumb. Brody's got fucking 8-packs, dude. They're hitting the gym. But yeah, man, like you guys said, this is a great popcorn movie. It's an awesome creature feature. I feel there's some shit that definitely stays with the times. Might not necessarily carry over to today. I could be wrong. But I guess one question for you gentlemen, and maybe it was just the way I interpreted it, and which could be way wrong, was the sheriff himself, who plays like Madman Mooney in the Harry Potters and shit. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that he says, his line-wise, that I don't understand the way he says it. So, like, he'll say something, and then he'll be like, sarcastic. And just say sarcastic. And I'm like, yo, man, did somebody fuck with his writing page, and they put, like, he was supposed to say this sarcastically, but they forgot the parentheses or something?
Yeah.
So he just keeps saying sarcastic? Like, what the like, am I missing something?
I think it's just that he did not have like an inner monologue, his character, because he's basically from like the backwoods of Maine. They're all kind of backwards up there, is what they're implying.
What the fuck? I don't give that fucking precedent either, because when I think Maine, and granted I'm in Central New York, I don't think backwoods bullshit for Maine.
No.
I think snotty lobster shit, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's so when like that whole like New York City snooty, like, oh, you fucking rednecks from Maine. I'm like, wait, what? Am I missing something here? Like, nah, dude. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. But I mean, Scoobs, obviously, clearly, you're not first time seeing it. So.
No, I actually got to see this in theaters.
Ooh, nice.
I remember going to watch it. Me and my buddy Daniel, we went to go watch it because we've always been horror fans, and we thought it was a great movie. We and even rewatching it now, because I haven't seen this in a long time. I couldn't even tell you the last time I watched this movie. But it wasn't a letdown. It wasn't one of those movies that you liked when you were younger, then you watch it again and you're like, oh, why did I like this? This is a movie. And I want to say there was really only one that I didn't like, and it's at the beginning when he's pulling the dude out of the water after that, the crocodile ate him in half. And for just like a split second, it's that shitty CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Real shitty CGI. That was it. After, I mean, I didn't have any problem with the movie. Dialogue was fine. The premise of the movie was just, I mean, fuck, who doesn't love giant fucking animals?
Right. Right. Exactly. And there's literally a whole premise of.
And I remember after watching this, that same, let's see. So this came out in July. So for the following month in August, I went to Tennessee to go pick up my girlfriend at the time. I went with her family to go pick up her baby cousin in Tennessee. We went to a lake. It was my first time ever going to like a lake, and it looked like fucking Lake Placid.
Yeah.
We were tubing and shit, and I was like, I'm not falling off this bitch, because if I do, the fucking crocodile's gonna eat my ass. I fall off that son of a bitch, and I tell you, the fear that was instilled in me because of this movie was horrifying. So I'm there floating in the middle of the fucking lake, like, just don't move, just stay still. Maybe it'll think it's your branch. You'll be fine.
You mentioned something. I gotta check something. Hold on.
But I absolutely love this movie. Oliver Platt for me was icon goals. Like, I was like, I want to be like him when I grow up because that
Okay.
dude is fat and he is a ladies' man, and that's what I want to be.
I thought this. So when did this come out? It came out what, July
1st? No, what did you say? Hold on.
15th or 16th.
July
16th.
16th.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I thought so, and I just checked to verify this. You know what movie came out 1 week later?
Eight-Legged Freaks?
Deep Blue Sea.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
sharks.
I was sitting there
Yeah.
thinking, like, wait, did those come out like that close
No,
together?
that
Or
makes,
am I
you know
imagining?
what? That makes sense because like summer blockbusters will always kind of mimic each other sometimes.
They do.
And
Yeah.
that shit. So
Yeah. So I
Water
did see
Adventures.
Deep Blue Sea in the theater, so that's probably why I didn't go see this.
What was Deep Rising? That would have been 98, right? Or 97.
That was 96, I think.
Was it 96? Was it that early?
That was, I think so. I
Fuck,
could be
dude.
wrong. Great. Now I'm gonna have to look that up too. Keep.
Mhm.
I mean,
talking
I know
while
we
look.
covered it. I just wasn't on that episode. I had to miss
98.
That one. I was maybe
It was 98.
It was 90. Yeah, I was right.
Good report. Nice.
The fucking underwater shit, dude. No, man. I mean, this was Betty White, hands down. Like, I fucking love her in this movie.
And then,
I love
like-
Bill Pullman, like,
Especially because you know she's gone, and everybody has such a big love. Because don't get me wrong, everybody's always loved Betty White, but I feel like
Yeah.
the last 10 years or so, there was just like this pedestal that we put her up on.
well, bro, she was like literally America's
Yeah.
grandma.
No,
She was-
exactly. But I feel like within the last 10 years, that really got blown up even more. And now
Oh,
that we
100%.
lost her, seeing her again just made it so much better, man.
I
And
know.
hearing her cuss, it's just so
That was a
great.
Betty White we'd never seen before
Yeah,
until this
yeah.
time.
That's what throws me off because, like, as of lately, the wife and I have been actually rewatching Golden Girls, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, seeing that Betty White versus this Betty White, it's just like, holy shit, dude. Like, I love
Yeah.
it.
And I almost hate to say it, but equally as good as Betty White's scene was any scene with the sheriff and Oliver Platt.
Yep.
Bickering back and forth.
See,
Which
now,
and did
like
anybody else pick up? Did anyone pick up very heavy, like almost gay undertones to that?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Very
yeah,
much so.
I mean, they were, I mean, he flat out said it too. He's like, was that a homosexual remark? So I did mention that to Chad Daddy beforehand, and it was kind of one comment that
I figured that's what
I
you're
just-
talking about.
I just kind of like raised an eyebrow. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what? When he called the sheriff fat, I'm like, you're fucking fat.
out of nowhere,
dude.
though.
Like,
But out of nowhere,
Yeah,
without even
so
knowing this dude.
it's just, so it's like, why are you such a dick to the sheriff, dude? Like, the sheriff doesn't seem like that much of an asshole of a sheriff in
Yeah.
comparison to movie sheriffs, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he just seems like he was he was pulled out onto a lake that he didn't even want to be on, and then the dude that he happened to be with ends up getting eaten in half with a crocodile. So it's like his day goes. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what that puts me in mind of is in the South Park movie when the kids come back from seeing the Terrence and Phillip movie for the first time, and everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta see this movie," and they all rush out, and it's just Cartman and Kenny standing there, and just out of the blue, Cartman looks at him. I hate you, Kenny.
pretty fucking much, dude. It's just like, and it was though, but it was like straight up. He's like, hey, you know what? I don't think anybody ever told you, but you're fat. Wow, bro, you're fucking fat. Like, what the fuck?
But like I said, he counters it later by calling himself the rich fat
He-
kid. So
He
Yeah.
does. He does. Oh
Uh-oh.
my goodness, we are graced by the none other
DJ.
himself, Mr. TJ Bowser. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Loud
Yes,
and
sir.
clear,
Coming
buddy.
in nice and clear, buddy.
How's it going, beautiful?
What's up? I just had to stop in to talk about a Steve Miner film here.
Yeah, buddy.
Absolutely.
yeah, you are a big fan of his work.
Yeah, he also did H2O around the same time, and that movie's pretty.
Yeah,
badass.
that's actually in my notes. He actually did H2O waiting for funding for this. They were doing something with the special effects.
John Ottoman did the score for this, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he also did like Cruel Intentions and shit like that.
he did a
Yeah,
lot.
That was a salty movie.
Yeah, I saw you guys talk about Betty White, and I had to get in on it.
Hell yeah, dude. So DJ,
Rest in
obviously, I know you just didn't watch it as of recently, but I know you've definitely seen it before. So your thoughts on Lake Placid, buddy?
Yeah, so Lake Placid, it's like what would you say, like Jaws done 20 years later? It's
Pretty much Jaws in the Woods.
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking rad. I actually got the Scream Factory disc of it. It's
Ooh, nice.
yeah, I love the kills. The sequels are shit.
Don't the sequels eventually cross over with Anaconda?
Anaconda.
Anaconda.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Sci-Fi bought the rights
I
to the
believe-
franchise.
They did.
So
Yes.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad after
Yeah,
this one.
movie from 2 on out is all financed by Sci-Fi.
Ooh.
But this
Ooh.
movie's paced very well, and it has really good suspense for, especially like the time frame it came out, because like horror was kind of dead around this time, no matter the genre. And I think this film kind of stands out because it's actually good in a time where horror wasn't good. The
Right.
actor, what is it? Bill Pullman, is that his name?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's a fantastic sheriff. And then I think there's a girl. I can't remember the actress's name.
Bridget Fonda?
Yes,
Bridget Fonda,
that's-
yeah, she plays
Their relationship's
paleontologist.
pretty damn cool, and of course the alligator just looks fantastic. Oh, and the weird like wildlife millionaire guy. That's that guy's
Fuck yeah,
fucking-
dude.
Isn't
were you-
he?
Oliver Platt from Ready to Rumble.
Yes, I was gonna say, isn't he Jimmy the King?
I kept waiting for him to go, I will rule you.
So were you listening earlier when I said that Deep Blue Sea came out 1 week after this?
1 week after this.
1 week after that, and that probably hurt the box office to this too.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea.
That's Samuel L. Jackson, dude, versus
Sam
Sharks, man. Like,
Yep.
Samuel Jackson and LL Cool J.
that's
And,
right.
Cool J.
Yeah.
And the Punisher.
So wait, did Halloween H2O come out the same exact year, or was that 98?
That was 97.
That was 97. Okay, I'm sorry. 2 years.
LL Cool J to be the
Yeah, that's what I was going with
black
LL
man
Cool
to
J. I'm
break
like, I'm
the,
just
to break the spree of not surviving the horror movie.
Yep.
right.
Didn't he do 2 in a year where he survived?
Ooh.
What was the other
Doesn't
one?
he survive H2O?
Yes, he does.
He also survives Deep Blue Sea, doesn't he?
Yes.
Wait.
But that was 2 years apart. No, 1 year. No, 2 years. That's right. This was 99.
Yeah. Damn,
I
everything
was
just
eating my
blends
shirt.
into each other. There.
Fucking right, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Fucking Lake Placid, man. It's been
That
a
was a
while.
fun movie. Yeah, same here.
I think I watched part 4 the other day on Tubi. That was fucking terrible.
Oh, my God.
Funny you
I didn't
mentioned
even
that.
know
Because,
they went that high up.
funny
Yeah.
you mentioned that because up until 4 days ago, until July 1st, all of them were available on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then
really?
July 1st, all their things expired, so it's all off Tubi.
Well,
So yeah, I couldn't believe that either. I'm like, God damn it!
Scoob, if I'm not mistaken, I think it goes up to 5, and then that's when it
The
crosses over
crossover
with
with Anaconda.
Anaconda.
Yeah. I saw it when I was looking it up on Amazon today. And I was like, what? Like, I knew there was a part 2, but I didn't know there was the sequels after that. I was like, holy shit.
I know this. It's the atrocious sci-fi CGI, dude, and like the
Oh,
sizing of it
no.
Oh, yeah.
completely changes all the time.
The
and
real
it's like-
question is what looks worse, the alligators or the snakes? I mean, it's.
I almost feel like the snakes look a
Yeah.
scotch better, but I don't know why.
Because they're
It's-
giant snakes. Like
Maybe.
they're
And,
just like
and snakes have that sheen to their skin anyway, so
Mhm.
it's easier.
Yeah. All right.
That's easier to do. That's hard to hide in CGI.
I
for
just
some
think
reason.
this time frame for giant reptiles or CGI reptiles look garbage. Reference 98 Godzilla.
I was wondering
Yeah.
if that was going to come up. Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
But then again, like shots of this in the water look fantastic. Again,
Oh my god.
comparing this to Jaws, like the animatronic work here, great shit. And you believe that this is actually a giant alligator in a couple scenes. And again, they don't really show it a lot, kind of like in Jaws. So
Mhm.
No,
kind of
that's
allows
good.
that
Less-
suspense and that mystery. Yeah.
I'm
Right,
just
Dan,
saying, if I
less-
saw that
less is more.
animatronic floating at me, even if I knew it was an animatronic, there
Isn't
might
there
be
a
little
name
peek.
for that? Like a
What's that?
phobia of animatronics and water? If Taryn was here, she could tell you. But
I mean, I can see where Steve like it's fake, but there's still that weird little gut fear of just like,
Mhm.
I don't know, man. This still fucking with me a little bit.
I would have loved to have been in a helicopter flying over when they were just
Sub-
testing out.
mechanophobia.
when-
Wow,
That's a
actually
real thing.
God
It is
damn.
the fear of submerged man-made objects.
Huh.
All right. I fucking
Well
learned
then.
something today. Oh man. Jesus.
Hey, Chad, do you have
Yeah.
the disc of this?
I have the original DVD, not the Scream Factory.
because I think on the Scream Factory disc, there's like some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff
Mhm.
that show the animatronic, and then I believe there's also footage of Homeboy getting bit off the helicopter.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There it is
Oh,
again.
thank you for mentioning the helicopter, by the way. Did you guys notice by chance with the crocodile attacking the helicopter? Like that is a direct ripoff of Jaws 2.
Hell yeah, it is, dude. When it bites the inflatable at the bottom, and
floaty.
stuff like
Yeah.
The
that.
little pontoon, yeah.
Hell yeah. Which, yo man, That dude had ball. Like, I would never. I don't understand. Like, that was the guy's like shtick to go swimming with crocodiles and shit. But if you know it's a 30-foot fucking croc, man, you still gonna go in the middle of that fucking layer?
Hey, but that took balls because he's like, it's not gonna hurt me. It's
Well,
not
if
gonna
you
hurt me."
compare,
He would just crown him. So
That's
you
true.
can compare his character less to Quint, more to like Ahab, where this character a crocodile became his white whale real quick.
True. But except
But he
when
never
was
wanted to
trying
kill it, he
save
just wanted to
Yeah, he
capture
would
it,
save
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
But I could.
but he was that type of person.
I
unlike
think he also. I think he changed his mind though when he was in water with it, because obviously he was like, "Oh, you're different than the others."
it's exactly what he said. Yeah.
Like, yeah, nope, not gonna fuck with this one. Oh man. So obviously we do not have Bobby this week, but we do have a video from the Bobby.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
So, and I do apologize in advance. The motherfucker sent it in 2 videos, so I had to put it together. So I had to download a fucking thing. I wasn't gonna pay for it, so we got a nice little like thing up at the corner. Whatever, fucking, we'll deal with it. So we got Mr. Ramone.
Hey everybody, this is your Killing Machine, Bobby and Moan. Unfortunately, I cannot be on tonight. I have a family barbecue to go to, but I still wanted to give you my insight into Lake Placid. I find this movie to be extremely fun. It's got some cheesy moments, but it's good cheese. It's not overdone cheese. I remember watching this when I was a kid and just thinking, you know, it's a crocodile, you know, it's Jaws with a crocodile, but it's such a fun movie. And watching it again for this, even though I'm not there, it's still such a fun watch. So to run it down, for me, I think it's a great movie. The only thing I wish I could go back and do is change some of the CGI for the crocodile itself. I know they used practical effects, but you can tell when there are some very cheesy CGI moments in this movie. So I would go back and change those for sure. Other than that, visually, nothing to write home about, but it still gives you that sense of urgency, but it also doesn't overdo that this crocodile is like a mass killer or is, you know, like it's killing dozens of people. No, but it's still dangerous. And the fact that it's 30 feet long, it's such a fun movie. Betty White, I'll tell you right off the bat, I have 2 favorite characters. It's Betty White and Bill Pullman. 2 of my favorites, Betty White. I mean, come on. She has some of the best lines in this whole movie. Let's be real. And we all know what they are, you know. Bill Pullman, I like his character. He's laid back. He's there to do his job, you know, but he's also, I just like how he handles the situations. So for me, he's great. Douche of the movie, though, is the sheriff. I don't know what was up his butt, but, yeah. He's the douche of the movie. I'm 100%. Score-wise, like music, nothing really stands out, but I mean, it fits for what it is. So hit or miss, honestly. I love how the alligator looks. And I love the fact that the alligator stayed there because Betty White's character fed him basically whole cows, like, and you see the carcasses underneath the water and everything like that. So I like that very much. If I had to pick, you know, most attractive character, the blonde, she is attractive, but the female deputy, that's my lady. That's my lady. And also if, like I said, cinematography, nothing really to write home about. So for me, again, this is a fun creature feature directed by Steve Miner, who has done quite a few movies that we all know and love. Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3, Lake Placid, Halloween H2O. That's another conversation for another day. But I think he did great. This was made right after H2O. So he was still on top of his game. He was also the helicopter pilot. So I like that he always makes a little cameo in each of his movies. He always does that. So overall, I really like this movie. It's fun. I recommend to rewind it. I say reboot because I would change things in it. So that's what I would do. But I give this overall score for this movie about a 3.8. 3.8 for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Gentlemen, have a good show tonight. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Killing Machine out.
Thank you, Bobby. Love you,
Mr.
buddy.
Monet. 3.8 from.
So, a
the
couple
Sex
things you
Machine.
brought up there, and a couple things I actually kind of remembered. The bear scene, completely forgot about.
Hell
that.
yeah, dude.
Uh,
I also forgot about that until last night. Oh shit.
So, 3 minutes and 43 seconds total. The alligator has in this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No shit.
I also went in the film closet, pulled out the screen
Yeah,
factor.
look at
Yeah,
that.
buddy.
And I
Ooh,
believe
like
that
cover.
I think it's swappable. Yeah, there's the other ones in there. Here's the interior. The disc.
Very nice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna guess that's the original one in there, like that.
Yeah.
art in here. Yeah,
Nice.
and that's the one for the Scream Factory release, which is pretty sweet.
I like that, dude.
But that vintage featurette I was talking to you about in there, and I actually shared the Stan Winston video in the chat there for people to watch about the making of the croc or an alligator.
nice.
What is it? An alligator?
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Croc, it's a croc.
Oh yeah, dude. We could share that in the discussion group later. Absolutely. So we got a 3.8 from Bob, and while we're still discussing, we have a little bit more from the saucy Aussie himself, Mr. Brody Kane. So let's see what that lovable lug has to say.
That's all well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in.
Snip fucking snip.
Well, heady fucking duty there, folks. It is all your DKB here back for another episode of Gore N More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Lake Placid. It has been a hot motherfucking goddamn minute since I've seen this film, and from what I remember as a kid, it was absolutely terrifying. It's probably the last time I actually saw it, to be honest, but to rewatch it again, it's a fun, enjoyable horror film that really had some pretty intense moments, so I kind of feel it still lives up to today's standards in filmmaking, especially the horror genre. So it was really great to see. Now, let me just kick this fucking thing off with Bridget Fonda's character. Fuck me, did she not shut the fuck up throughout this whole entire film. All she wanted to do was whinge, and it pissed me just fucking pissed me right off. Got under my skin. I would have fucking killed her in the first 5 to 10 minutes. It actually really had me stumped by the time we got to the end credits how she was still alive throughout this whole entire film. And instead of using the cow as bait, I would have fucking used her. So, just really didn't like her character at all. And then there's a moment near the end, just when you think she's come good, she has to fucking whinge. And, so anyway, enough of her. She can get fucked. Let's move on to the other characters in the film who are absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere that they bring to each other, the collaboration with all these different personalities and character development was absolutely fantastic. The humour, the comedic humour was absolutely the push that this film needed because it works so well on so many fucking levels. Shout out to Betty White. She was absolutely hilarious in this. She was fan-fucking-tastic in this. I think that there was one line that really caught me off guard, and I think it said, if I had a dick, this would be the part I'd tell you to suck it. Fuck me. I literally lolled hard as fuck. I was like, Betty White coming in clutch. That was fucking great. Cinematography is nothing really to rave on about in this film. It's just standard average filmmaking, but it works and it serves its purpose for this type of film. One scene actually that was really great with the cinematography was the scene between Hector and the croc. You see the croc rise very slowly to the fucking surface, and it's just this very intense and atmospheric piece, especially with the sound. The sound is the other thing that really drives that home, just the breathing of the croc in the water, and it's just the eerie silence, and that scene was absolutely fantastic. I was intense. I was on the edge of my seat, so that really worked extremely well. Shout out to Stan Winston for creating such a marvellous looking croc. Near the end when we get that, when it's night time and we get the shadow play and all the fucking features of the croc that's stuck in the helicopter, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It looked extremely real, despite the CGI bullshit. I won't really bring that up because we all know. Anyway. This film was absolutely great. Like, it's a very fun film by the end of it. And, like I said, I don't really see many flaws with this film. It's a film that's grounded. It did what it needed to do, and it's, like I said, it serves its purpose as a fantastic fucking horror film. Even dark comedy film, if you want to bring that to the table, I suppose. But anywho, this is DKB giving it a Gore N More score of a 4.1. This is your DKB signing out, and we'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
That caught me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm choking on
that's
myself,
great.
dude.
That is so funny.
It was a 4.1 from the Brody Gay. Oh my god, hold on, 4.1. What in the wow, all right.
No,
Thanks,
shit.
bro.
Thank you, Brody. We love you,
I
buddy.
just get better and better every fucking week.
Right, dude? Oh my goodness. Ah, fantastic. So, I mean, dude, you know, we all love this movie. It's great. It's got fun lines. It's just a fun, good time. It's not exactly Jaws, but they definitely like got that Jaws theme going because obviously, you know, big summer blockbuster and all. So, hey, yeah, there you go. It's 4th of July weekend. The beaches need to be open.
Watch it earlier.
Yeah, it's perfect day for it, dude. I was thinking about it myself. But seeing we've discussed Chad Daddy, do we want to spread them cheeks and see what's behind there?
Yeah, I'd be delighted. Some of the film's scenes were actually shot in Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. 3 different lakes were used in British Columbia that stood in for the Black Lake. They are Shawnigan Lake, Bunsen Lake, and Hayward Lake. This was actually not filmed in Maine whatsoever.
Isn't there a Lake Placid in New York?
Yes,
There is.
It's very famous. Lake Placid. The Miracle on Ice was at Lake Placid.
That's right. What was that, 86?
That was 80.
80? Oh,
It
okay.
was the 1980 Winter Olympics.
Thank you, Chad.
You're welcome. Which, by the way, that is a fantastic movie if you get a chance to catch Miracle. Has the great Kurt Russell in it.
I've never watched it, but
It's really good. Give it
It's
a
a
look.
hockey movie, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
it is. The only
Okay.
hockey movie I've ever seen was Goon. So
Yeah.
You've never seen Mystery Alaska?
nope.
Oh,
Mighty
that's a really
Ducks?
good one.
Oh,
Okay,
Mighty
no,
Ducks.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
buddy.
okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
there.
never mind.
Ah, you got me there. You got me there.
Dang.
Movie that was so popular it led to an actual NHL team.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, a kick-ass
And-
cartoon.
Thank you.
Yeah, the
I was gonna say,
cartoon was
and
the
an
shit.
amazing fucking cartoon. That was
I never
awesome.
watched it. Never watched
What?
it.
Oh my god, dude, I was so mad.
Duck World, man. Good shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you like Darkwing Duck, dude, the fucking Mighty Ducks were way. I don't know. They're way.
If you thought the
Alright.
private eyes on Duck World were cool, wait till you see their hockey team.
That's right. A bunch of superheroes. All right, Chad Teddy, what else you got?
Betty White's character is told that PETA would be interested to learn of her alleged mistreatment of her cows. In reality, she was a major on-air spokeswoman for PETA.
That's kind of funny. I mean,
She was
could
a
you get
big
mad
animal.
about an animal eating another animal? I mean, they probably would.
Dude, they get mad if you
I
use
think-
worms as fishing bait.
So I
That's
think
true.
if it happens naturally, they won't get mad. But if it's human interaction that causes it, they get mad.
What if the cow was sick and she was just doing the cow a favor?
They wouldn't care.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, they still get pissed. Oh, let nature take its course.
I am nature. I'm part of
Yeah.
it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Humans are part of nature.
but what if the cow
Shit.
was sick and it made the poor alligator sick?
That's possible.
That's also true.
Then the alligator's the victim. How about that? Crocodile.
Yeah.
Fuck it
Yeah,
is.
what about that, PETA? Huh?
Well, which one? We don't know.
And by the way,
Surprise.
anytime we talk about PETA, all I could think of was fucking Family Guy. PETA.
Yeah, PETA. I also, we never even mentioned, but I did like the fact that they threw in the random second one.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't
Yeah.
have to, but they were just like, you know what, we
Have
gotta
to
blow,
one.
we gotta blow something up. So yeah,
One could say the Meg copied that.
Yeah.
you know, I actually enjoyed the Meg. Like as
Yeah, I
cheesy
can't
as
wait
it
for the
was,
second one.
I'm not.
I'm
not sure about that. Let me look because I think the book, The Meg, came out before this.
Ooh.
The Meg. Okay, so the Meg film came out in 2018.
It wasn't bad, dude. Like I don't know, man. I'm all into giant sharks. So fuck it.
See, I
love
read
giant
the first
animal
two
movies,
Meg
period.
books.
Right? I mean, that's essentially like fucking
When did the first Meg come out?
because
Meg,
what was it?
Steve
There was
Alden.
Why
There was
haven't
two
you
or
instant
three of them.
piranha yet?
ooh.
Joe John
Gosh,
takes
you know, I'm going to look that up later. But I almost want to say Meg came first, but it doesn't really matter.
What else we got, buddy?
Okay, so the largest crocodile in captivity was called Lolong, who measured 20 feet 3 inches when he died from pneumonia in February 2013 in the Philippines, and the crocodile in this movie is about 10 feet longer.
Meg came out in 97, handsome.
Why? So a year prior.
Oh, damn.
But this would have been written along before the movie actually came out, so
Yeah.
one could contest.
All right. Sorry, I was reading Bed Squat. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
Filming of the movie had to be postponed due to poor weather conditions. That is when Steve Miner took on directing duties for Halloween Scream.
Yeah, Halloween H2O.
I heard the crocodile wouldn't listen when it was raining or like the weather was bad, and that's why it got nervous.
Didn't they have the same problem with the T-Rex?
I just kept sweating.
Oh, okay. Sheriff Keogh's big gun was a fake gun made specifically as a prop for the movie. They even gave it a fake name, calling it a lightweight forward area air device unit, which is itself a pretty good parody of military jargon. It was not an M203 grenade launcher, which fires 40mm grenades. The grenades shown with the gun were a good deal smaller than the 40mm, and I have another note later that says that it was it's actually a flare launcher that they attached to the bottom of it. It shot 37mm flares.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's kind of cool.
That wasn't even, what they used wasn't even a grenade launcher; it was a flare launcher.
Huh.
All right.
In The Crow, one of the guns Ernie Hudson carries is like a flare revolver. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I looked it up one day. It's so strange. I don't know why.
That is interesting because it didn't look like a random like grenade launcher or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what it was too. So it was
nice.
It was a flare attachment. In one scene, a cow appears to be dangling from a helicopter. They actually did that by dangling it from a crane. You know, no big surprise there. In the final edit of the film, the crow appears to be dangling from the helicopter. That's a typical.
Dude, I gotta say, Brody's take on using
Bridget Fonda
instead of the cow is fantastic.
I think she was meant to be that obnoxious, just as a representation of New York City people, I should say, as a whole.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she was definitely annoying as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
she wasn't bad looking though.
I lost interest in her character when she said she was there specifically because her boss put her there because she was basically sleeping with her boss, who is now sleeping with her best friend or whatever the fuck she said. And I'm like,
right,
slut.
Now,
like,
Steve,
Yeah, she was technically the other. She was technically the other woman.
Yeah.
She didn't realize it, but she was the other woman.
Steve, you were not using slut in the sex positive manner there. You need to apologize to women.
No. This is 98 Bridget Fonda character in the movie. Real life. Party on. Touch them cocks all you want.
By the way, you mentioned 98 Bridget Fonda. You don't want to see 2022 Bridget Fonda.
What's she look like now?
Horrible. She retired from acting over a decade ago because she was in a real bad car accident, and she just let herself go.
Oh, you know, that could happen.
But she doesn't. But she's married to Danny Elfman, so she's set.
Yeah, I would say so. Hell yeah. What else we got, buddy?
Typical flatbed truck in the United States is around 48 to 53 feet in length and 8 feet 6 inches across, meaning the crocodile on the flatbed at the end would at least be around 45 feet long. The rig depicted in the scene is a single axle tractor pulling a trailer that is at most 35 feet long, putting the croc somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 feet.
Hell yeah.
So,
which still would be amazing to drive by that on the highway if you could.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Steve, are you looking up the Danny Elfman thing now?
I'm looking up Bridget Fonda.
Oh, Jesus.
And
I'm trying to look on his face.
I'm trying to find a way to show it to you guys.
Okay, in addition to the crocodile itself, extensive CG waterwork was done as the crocodile dives in and out of the lake. One key scene involves a computer-generated helicopter that the crocodile attacks as it sits on the surface of the water.
Jaws 2. Anything else, buddy?
Continuing on, near the beginning of Alligator in 1980, a medical examiner tells Robert Forster about how they got a big toe once without the rest of the body and then had a funeral. The detective replies, must have been a pretty small casket. This joke is mirrored in Lake Placid when Oliver Pratt asks Brendan Gleeson if a big toe they've discovered is the man that was killed, and he replies he seemed taller.
I did not know that, but that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an alligator?
Yeah, and there's another alligator reference later on in the movie, too.
Puppy.
Stan Winston and his crew utilized Lake Placid's crocodile as a full-sized animatronic puppet, complete with moving head and tail and snapping jaws that would function underwater. To test its efficiency in water, they took it up to Castaic Lake and the Los Angeles National Forest. Prior to painting it and dropped it in, the thing actually swam. Its head moved left and right, and the tail moved left and right to propel itself through water to gain greater speed. During filming, the crocodile was most often attached to a wire and pulled through the water by a boat.
That's so fucking cool, though, dude. Like,
Bridget
You know
Fonda's
what?
in the chat, boys.
Yeah.
I assumed as much.
Yep.
Yo, man, like, I know they took up the Jaws ride, but, like, make a Lake Placid ride, dude. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I want it. It'd be sweet.
Can't believe they took out the Jaws ride, though.
I know. It was so good.
I can't remember. What did they replace it with?
Was it Harry Potter?
I
They
don't
took
know.
out the Back to the Future ride and replaced it with The Simpsons. I don't know. how I feel
What's
about
the question?
He was thinking about what took out
Universal Studios. What did they
and the
replace the
Jaws.
Jaws ride with?
Oh, Harry Potter Land, broski.
Yeah, see, that's what
Okay.
I thought. It was Harry Potter Land.
Yeah,
That's
the
fine.
thing that's left is the Jaws bones from inside of Quint's workshop. They're
Okay.
hanging inside one of the shops in the Harry Potter thing. And then, of course, you see Bruce hanging in Town Square. If that's supposed to be Bruce, or if that's supposed to be the shark from earlier in the film, I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
fake shirt.
I don't know. Is it big enough to be Bruce? I don't know. I didn't bring out a stick and measure it all that.
It's Mini Bruce.
But it's fucking stupid that they took it out anyway. I only got to ride it once.
Same, and it was awesome.
Yes.
I was never there.
But you guys do need to do Jaws and Jaws 2. Jaws 2 has a lot of extra levels and stuff that I'd love to talk to folks about it. Like, even with, like, as far as Brody going as, like, having PTSD, there's a scene where he stops and he looks at the barrels from the first film and he kind of like, fuck. And it's like him kind of dealing with it and him being taken back in that moment. But we could talk about more of that whenever we do cover Jaws 2. But that film's completely underrated. And there's
I
some
have
serious
not
shit
watched
that's actually-
Jaws 2 in like 20
That
fucking
film
years,
is dark
dude.
and touches on some serious fucking, like, shit.
In the novel of novelization of Jaws 2, it confirms that the shark in Jaws 2 is the mate of the shark from Jaws.
Oh. All right.
I was all about the Jaws movies when I was a little kid, dude. You have no idea.
Oh, is it still in Japan? Well,
I mean-
rock on in the land of the rising sun, I guess.
Right? They get all the good shit.
They do.
You
Okay,
have any
continuing
more?
on.
Yeah.
Hector's surname Seer is an anagram of the word cry, a nod to the famous tale that crocs weep with false remorse while devouring their prey. Now, research has shown that some reptiles really do shed tears during a meal, but most likely for biological rather than emotional reasons, as the fluid from their tear ducts function to clean and lubricate the eye and is most prominent and visible in crocodiles have been on dry land for a while. In the case of American crocodiles and saltwater crocodiles, the tears help rid of the excess salt that they take in with their food. So
Either
it's
way,
really
it's still
science.
pretty fucking creepy that they cry while they eat you.
No, crocodile
Honestly, it'd been
tears.
funny. Like, I would have never thought if they were crying, it was because they were sad. It was probably because they were happy because they were eating. They were like, "Oh my god, it's so good!"
Tears of joy, baby.
Us at Permanente Brothers that one day.
Right?
It's so good.
It's when you're drunk and it's Taco Bell at 2 in the morning. Oh my god!
Okay.
What else we got, Chad?
The crocodile was mechanized through hydraulics, which, as has been learned on previous projects, worked fairly well in a water environment, Jaws, as long as they were protected in waterproof housings and surrounded by a water-resistant skin. Also learned that from Jaws. Multiple layers of paint were added to achieve a lifelike appearance. They also
Wow.
needed multiple layers of paint because of it being in the water, and water would just erode the paint right off anyway.
It looked fantastic.
Layers.
It's all about the layers, man.
Bridget Fonda and Bill Pullman previously worked together on the film Singles in 1992.
I don't
Can't
even
say I
know what
watched
that
it.
movie's
I haven't
about.
seen it. I haven't seen it, but I remember it had a great soundtrack.
Bill Pullman's also in that movie Brain Dead with Bill Paxton. It's double bill.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
It's a weird movie from what I remember.
Yes.
It's a very weird movie. I haven't seen
But
it
it's
since
double bill.
Right? I was like, you stole me on Paxton and Pullman, dude. All right.
Okay. So Hector jokes at one point that the crocodile was flushed down the toilet by some asshole in Hong Kong, a reference to the film Alligator, in which a little girl's father flushes a baby alligator down the toilet and it grows into a behemoth in the sewer. This itself is also based off the urban legend about alligators living in the sewers.
I just got a release, right?
Yeah.
A 4K release, right?
Yep, 4K by Scream Factory, and Alligator 2 was also released.
So in apologize because I haven't seen this shit since I've been a little kid. But an alligator, was it oversized or was it just a normal sized alligator?
It was oversized. It was mutated by toxic waste in the sewers.
We much prefer the
perfect.
Italian knockoff Killer Crocodile.
I love Killer Crocodile. That is a great movie. I'm so glad I showed that to you.
Chad likes his alligator crocodile movies. All right.
I do. I love killer animal movies. And finally, my last thing. This movie has similarities to the X-Files Season 3, Episode 22, Quagmire, where a series of attacks happen on a lake where it is thought to be a sea monster called Big Blue, but turns out to be a crocodile. Other similarities include the farmer's cow being killed while drinking from the water and a diver being killed.
Yeah, they showed Big Blue at the end of the episode.
I would say,
Yeah, right after
Big
Mulder
Blue's
walks
right at the
away.
end.
I literally
He turns
watched
around
that
and walks
episode
away.
3 days ago.
Nice.
Dude, I literally thought about it while I was watching the movie. I was like, man,
Well,
I just
that's
wanna
the
watch X-Files
episode
now.
where Scully loses her dog.
Yeah, Queequeg, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe I remember the fucking name.
Holy shit, remember the fucking weird ass dog name.
Right? Like,
Well, it's not that weird because it's a reference to Moby Dick.
Yes.
yeah,
Which
but
we also talked about earlier.
I just haven't watched that episode in a long time, but I remember it completely. So.
And it has a very Jaws-like scene whenever they're inside and then the boat gets rammed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Yes.
Might have to watch it tonight. Was there anything else, Chad Daddy, or was
That's
that
it, baby.
Season 3, I believe.
That's what it said. Season 3,
Yeah.
Episode 22.
Thank
So
you.
that was like ass end of Season 3.
All right, so we'll squeeze that ass back together. I think she's all hollowed out and emptied and ready to go. So we're gonna hit these main questions, gentlemen. What'd you watch it on?
Prime.
Also Prime.
I would have watched Tubi, but god damn it, they took it off
Yeah.
3 days prior.
Disc! Always the disc!
That's right. TJ's like, fuck you, you already know the answer.
If I had the disc, I would have, because I would have.
Yes.
I wanted to see it in high def.
For TJ, it's always disc, and for Bobby, it's always fucking
On
magic
demand.
Fucking on demand.
Fucking on demand.
on demand.
I can already answer it for Bob. All right, gentlemen, douche of the film.
Okay, now hear me out.
Brody would say Bridget Fonda.
It's Betty White.
It's Betty White! Oh, yeah,
It's
exactly.
Betty White
Fucking Betty
because
White.
regardless of how
No, I
much
know,
we
I know.
love her,
Catalyst.
Everything
none
happens
of this
because
would
of
have
her.
happened if it wasn't for her. She is the douche of the film.
She
But
causes
that's not
the whole
true.
series.
That
right?
is not entirely true because she only fed it. It was already there, so it would have just been feeding anyway.
Well, yeah, but it followed her husband home.
It had a
they not
steady
fed
stream of food.
Yeah, exactly. Had she not fed it, it would have moved along.
And a high
But
protein
would it have,
diet
though?
on top of that.
Wait, but that's why you don't feed stray cats outside
She's a
your house
queen,
because
but
they'll
she
keep
is
coming
a memorable ass queen and an evil ass queen in this film.
back. She has the best lines though, dude. It's so good.
She did. They are the
Oh,
great, but
God.
she's the douche. She has
I
to
would.
be.
I do have to agree, though. I do have to agree.
I
She
don't
is the
know if
douche.
my lips can say Betty. No, I don't
It
know.
hurt my heart. It hurt my heart saying it. But
Betty White
Betty
is
would
the-
agree. Betty would agree.
However, Bridget Fonda's
unlikable
boss could
person.
also be douche of the movie.
But we never see him. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but is he? Yeah. I mean, he definitely was double dipping.
Yeah, because he
at
sent her
work,
away
dude.
just because he didn't want to deal with her.
I mean, that's kind of.
I
funny,
mean,
but it's
okay,
kinda
wait.
fucked up.
After everything everybody said about Bridget Fonda, you're like, he didn't want to deal with her. We don't want to deal with her.
Yeah,
Send
that's
her
true.
back. What
You
the
know-
fuck?
You know why he sent her to Maine now? He was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, dude. Like, yeah, because he wants to bang that other chick at the office. And he's obviously like doing some shit for Bridget Fonda.
Who, by
He's
the
not
way,
doing.
was Liv from SVU.
Yes, it was.
She
dude.
was-
Very
she was young and hot
fucking-
then.
Ooh. God damn it. Yeah, those are definitely double two. She might actually go in the roster. I even forgot about that.
Wait, Mariska Hargitay?
Yeah.
Oh.
For a very brief, like 2
2 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so I have to agree, man. It's Betty White. She is the cat. It hurts me to say that.
You don't have to say
I
the
know,
D
I know.
word if it makes you feel any better.
I'm not. She was
Okay.
just, she was the catalyst, like you said. I like that. You know, she didn't kill her husband. Her husband fucked up. He shouldn't have
fucked
been
up.
there.
That's
Yeah,
true.
The cow
Wasn't her
till
fault.
list.
that's right. Oh,
Hey,
Waka waka.
all right, gentlemen. Best scene. Oh no, I'm sorry. Favorite
kill.
Oh, when the alligator killed conservation man.
The
At the beginning.
at the beginning.
No, the billionaire
talking about-
conservation man. Doesn't he die?
No,
I thought he dies whenever the fucking homeboy comes up and grabs the helicopter.
No, the only two people he killed are the diver at the beginning and the deputy.
Whoa,
Gets his head bitten
fuck.
off.
Okay, then.
I'm gonna go the bear.
Yeah, I'll agree with
That
him,
was
the
pretty
bear.
fucking gnarly.
Ooh.
That was from out of nowhere. That was like
Yeah.
shark eating Samuel L.
And that
Jackson.
is CGI,
Yeah.
and that's pretty good for
Yes.
Yeah, that was
99.
CGI,
Damn, Scoobs, that was a good one. I kind of.
That's what I'm thinking too. Is the bear?
I mean, because the head kill was really cool.
That was,
You know?
it was so fast though.
Yeah,
Like,
it was so fast. I just for the bear was
It
a
would
lot
be,
more
though.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you know.
At the same time, I'm gonna go with the head eating scene because it gave us another reason to throw a dismembered head at Bridget Fonda in
Bridget
this
Fonda,
movie. So
Isn't the diver scene just a Jaws nod?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. With the way he was attacked.
but it was still dope. Like
Of course, anything not
Yeah.
Jaws is too sweet.
just good old intestines hanging out and everything. Get a little bit of that nice, sweet, juicy gore. Like, all right.
Nothing beats the intestines we just talked about on LCE. So, with
Fuck
Lisa-
no, dude. Oh my god. Oh,
I'm so
we
jealous
mentioned-
you were on that episode.
You know what? Steve and I actually talked about that before because I was like, yo, dude, I'm gonna be at LCE. He's like, yeah, me too. He's like, this is what I got. I'm like, yeah, I got Turbo Kid. He's like, fuck, I want a Turbo Kid. I'm like, nope, I called it first. I haven't seen it. And it was awesome. Go check out the last episode. All right. So best scene.
literally every scene with Betty White.
Well, I already fucking said it because I thought somebody died in it, and it was the fucking helicopter thing. The
Helicopter
big
scene
ass.
was dope.
Yeah.
All right. So the third act there pretty much like
Yeah, that's just everything that would have had to go into making that happen and making it look cool. Just would have been super complicated and technical, kind of like that blowing up scene in Jason Goes to Hell. So it's like, yeah, the fact that it exists and it looks so damn cool and it's effective, yeah, I love it.
I agree.
You know what? Yeah, because especially if we're going full third act, not just necessarily the helicopter scene, but like her getting chased down around that log. Because like for me, that was always
Yeah.
like one of the signature shots of this movie was like her hiding behind the log as he's swimming past.
You know what? I'm going to change my answer, and I'm going to agree with Brody. The scene with Oliver Platt in the water, with the crocodile slowly coming up behind him.
That
That
was
was tense.
Yeah. I think I'm changing my answer to that.
That was good.
Does
That
she
was the
go
one-
inside the log? I can't remember. Does
No.
No, she just
No,
behind
she's
it
on the
and
opposite side of it, and then gets her foot caught in the.
Because in Jurassic Park 2,
underbrush.
they do a thing like that too.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. Good old Jurassic Park 2. Then they fucking mimicked it in Godzilla. God damn it. Anyways, let's see. Opening scene, hook you in?
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. You get a guy getting cut in half
Yeah.
or chopped in half. It's awesome. All right, so that was an easy one. Let's see. Most attractive character.
This is
hear
going to be a
TV.
tough one.
I hear a TV as well. Oh, thank you, Scoop.
I'm
Nice
yelling
shit.
at the kid. I'm yelling at the kids right now.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
I was wondering that too. I was like, man, I hear some like music or something. All right, so let's see.
So most attractive
character.
Like I said, this is a tough one because
Ooh.
you had a young, hot Mariska Hargitay doing a 2-minute scene.
She was yummy.
Bridget Fonda looking really cute.
Pullman was
Pullman was
Prime.
drastically handsome. Yep.
Yeah.
He had his fucking suave thing going
he
on.
did Casper around this time too, right?
It's 90.
I thought
Casper
Casper
was
was like
before that.
96.
Oh, Casper was
95?
not even, was it?
Was it?
95, 96.
See, I was thinking I was still in high school when Casper came out.
That'd be the real Gore More.
So I think
movie to do.
94.
Casper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It
did
has,
the
a
kids.
it has a Ghostbusters cameo, so you should do it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Yeah. Who are you
Yeah, it
going to call?
does.
Somebody
Someone
else.
else.
Which
It came out in 95.
And is
Okay.
that canon? That
in
It
some
never
in,
says.
in the comics they have made that canon.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So in the comics have kind of made everything canon, which is
Is that character
it did.
supposed to be doing stuff on his own at any point like that?
so that
Ghostbusters
Oh.
sidebar.
yeah. So if anybody remembers that scene specifically, the reason he runs out is because his neutrino wand is fucking broken. The tip's literally hanging. He's fucked. And somebody who's super into Ghostbusters, it always pissed me off because the number one rule of Ghostbusting is you never go alone. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming at this point they were going with the whole like they disbanded and he was trying to like hold it. Because I think this is when they were trying to push that whole Hellbent, which was originally the Ghostbusters 3 idea. And it was supposed to be like Ray was like holding it together and then they had to like come back to like fucking end up going to hell and all this other shit.
So that almost could be considered canon because I kind of got the impression that Ray was trying to keep it together. After
Yep,
Egon
right. It
said,
was.
Fuck you guys.
Pretty much. Like, and I love that he had the mustache, which is super random, but also super Ghostbusters. If you ever had the cartoon or the coloring books from GB2 back in the day, for some reason, Ray always had mustaches in that. And I don't know why. But for some reason, they did that in the movie, so it almost made it work. And I was like, all right, it's canon.
Okay, so Brody just said Pullman is in his prime in Serpent and the Rainbow. I got to disagree. Pullman was at his sexiest in Spaceballs.
Ooh.
Because he had the Schwartz.
Yeah.
That's right.
I like older Pullman. I don't know.
Yeah?
To each his
okay,
own.
So since we're still in the question, guys, most attractive character, I'm torn, but I marginally give it to the deputy.
The deputy, the brunette deputy.
She was gorgeous.
She had some nice boobies.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to what's her name in the beginning, even though she was only there for 2 minutes.
Mariska.
Because
it was a tough call.
She was just...
You know what? There was even that one girl that they talked to briefly was
the one
hot.
The one the sheriff was flirting with.
Yes, she was fucking hot. She was only in there for like 10 seconds.
I don't remember. Wait, what spot?
When they're in
right?
the town. When they're in
it
the
was
town.
right when she first shows up. When Bridget Fonda first shows up.
Oh, the random girl that just randomly comes to the side and starts interjecting. Yeah. Okay.
She had a nice butt.
Yeah, those total 90s fucking plaid pants too.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
I miss those.
Took Steve back. All right. And then you know what? I got to give it to Betty White because she was always a fox as well. So.
Ow!
When she was younger, she really was.
Oh my God, dude, she was fantastic. That's a whole different podcast. So did the score set the mood? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The tense scenes were
John
intense.
Ottoman rocks.
Yes, he does.
Like, I mean, Brody said it in his, man. Everything it hits everything just right.
Doesn't he do Superman?
He does Superman Returns. Yeah. I think his best one, though, is probably X2.
Ooh.
The second X-Men movie is fantastic. Great score.
His suites are sick.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I didn't know. That's awesome that he did X2. That is one of my favorite ones.
He did all of them except for the first one. Yeah. He was, I think he did.
Yeah, he did Apocalypse, didn't he?
He did all of them except for the first one. He didn't do the first X-Men, but I think he did, and they replaced his score with somebody else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of a dick move.
Caca.
All right, so best song. Was there a song?
Yeah, there was that Bob Marley song that's played at the end, over the credits.
Yep.
Then there you go. We're going to go with that one. I don't know what it is.
And there was another song, too, when they were in the dancing around. Oh, wait. Oh, Tom Jones.
Was it
when they're dancing.
Yeah,
they're dancing.
Yeah. I got that one. That's the one. Because you got it. You hear that, you think of the Carlton.
Go Carlton Banks. Yep. Shout out to a couple weeks ago watching Ticks. What up? I
love Ghetto Carlton.
Dude, it's fucking fantastic, man. It's awesome. So let's see, gentlemen. Favorite character?
Betty White. Even though she was a douche, you loved her. She had the best lines. But I would have to say, aside from her, believe it or not, I would give it to Oliver Platt.
Yeah, Hector was great.
He was definitely schmoozing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he just he literally was just like, I have money, so I can be part of this.
Do whatever I want.
I love how he's like, his plan is to, set these traps to lure it in.
He's
and
like
lure
a
it in
mix
with music,
between
with
Hooper and
noise.
Quint.
With who and Quint?
Hooper.
Oh, I thought you said Homer, like Homer Simpson.
No, Hooper has the money, but he's not braggadocious about it.
Hooper didn't really have the money. He had like college money. He wasn't like.
No, he said he had a lot of money whenever he's on the boat, and whenever Brody asks him how he can afford all of this, and he says that he's personally wealthy and he owns all of this.
Does he? I don't remember.
Yep.
Oh no shit. Man, it's been a minute since I watched it.
But keep it going, Captain. I can't take this abuse much longer.
You are fair enough. All right, so we said favorite character. Was it scary?
Yeah.
I would say it definitely gives you a little phobia of swimming. It did Scoops.
Yeah,
it did earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's got some jump moments still that are effective.
right? Like you might question going into some dark water after this. You're like,
Gives you that real life fear because you don't know what's in the water.
right? Yeah, dude. That's what creeps me out about, like, that's why I like shark movies, because I hate the fear of like the ocean, dude. Like, I just
Dude,
have vast
it's not just
emptiness.
that.
Nope.
You hear stories around here about people swimming down in the bottom of the river, working on dams and stuff, and seeing 6-foot long catfish.
Hell yeah, dude. Do they noodle them?
No.
I saw this.
You know what noodling is, right?
Yes, I do.
When you fucking
thing.
fist the fish. Yeah.
I saw this really fucking crazy meme, and it said, "My irrational fear as a child," and it's a swimming pool, like an Olympic-sized swimming pool with like a big ass shark in it. And I'm like, yes, that was my irrational fear as a child, that there was going to be a shark in the fucking swimming pool.
So it's kind of funny because we're actually for my pool, we got to get a new liner, and I was finding ones, and there was one of sharks where they're coming from all directions. And my wife just looks at me, she's like, "Are you fucking nuts?" And I'm like, "No, I want this shit."
I would have got that one.
It's either that. My daughter wants one that I'm like, I kind of like, and it's really dark, but it looks like a galaxy. And I'm like, "Oh, that'd be cool, dude. It looks like you're just floating in a fucking galaxy." But then the third and foremost, if I could find it, would be a kraken. I can fucking find a kraken mouth, dude, for the deep end.
Oh, by the way, since you mentioned sharks in the pool being an irrational fear, we do get an alligator in the pool. An alligator.
Do we?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And there's a scene where this kid's having a birthday party, and the other kids are.
I did hear about that.
They're playing pirate, and they make him walk the plank, and he's blindfolded, and he walks right into the alligator's mouth.
Oh, no shit. So Brody says there's an Australian croc film from the 80s called Dark Age, where a kid gets eaten and you see it.
Too. It used to be on.
All right, gentlemen. So does it hold up today? I would say for the most part, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CGI could possibly be cleaned up in some areas, but that's
still
obviously...
for 99, that was pretty good CGI.
You're right, because dude, we've gotten CGI well after the fact that has been fucking garbage in comparison to this. So
I mean, this is an Industrial Light and Magic, so the quality is not going to be quite top notch for 99, but it's still pretty passable.
The pool from 2018. It's an alligator in a pool, and a guy has to fight his way out. He falls asleep, and the pool drains while he's asleep in it, and then the alligator.
Oh, I saw that. I've seen that. That wasn't. No, dude, that was an intense fucking movie.
Yeah.
I could imagine if you're stuck with a fucking alligator in a drain.
Isn't it him and his girlfriend?
It's an Olympic pool too. Yeah,
it's him and his girlfriend stuck in the pool.
Remember the pizza guy scene?
Yes, dude.
Puckered asshole the whole time. Okay, keep going.
Oh my god, what was this called?
The pool.
2018.
The pool.
I'm writing that down. I'm looking that up.
Chad, thank you. All right, so hold up today. Yes, acting. I would say top notch.
Premium.
Yeah, there was nobody was shitting the bed here. And cinematography,
meh.
Yeah.
It has some good shots. Mostly,
I like
the
some
overhead
of the stuff
shots.
around that.
But a lot of the
around
shots,
the boats and everything.
but a lot of the shots were shots that we already saw in Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water.
It's hard not to copy Jaws when you're doing a movie about an animal in the water.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. And premise.
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Absolutely.
It's not the love.
dude. Giant monster film. Once again. Not even really a monster, giant animal film. So, recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind.
Rewind.
I'm going to rewind and remake it.
No, you don't have Betty White no more. No.
Okay, but there could possibly be.
You can find some sweet old bitty that would
give it the Blumhouse treatment. Give it a sequel reboot. That's this, but 20 years later.
So basically, ignore everything from the second one on.
Yep.
Or what if you just made
That's
a
a good
new
idea.
second? So make a new second one where you can just make it Crocklings or something with the. All right.
Well, it shows the small baby crocs at the end.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah, she was like nibble my toes.
I think they actually do have one called Lake Placid: The Legacy. I'm not gonna lie.
I just remember
there is Lake Placid.
I just remembered that Cloris Leachman takes over the Betty White role in the sequels.
Oh, really? All right.
She's not as sweet as Betty White was.
No. All right, gentlemen.
Sweet.
So let's rate this bitch. We have a 3.8 from Bob. We have a 4.2 from Brody. Scuba, if you want to start us.
I'm gonna go 3.5.
3.5. Bossman.
4.
4. Chad Daddy.
I agree. Also a 4 for me.
All right, and I'm also gonna give it a 4. Divided by 6 equals 3.9 for 1999's Lake Placid.
Very respectable.
Hell yeah. And next week, we're going to have a fucking sweet ass episode because we have a Brody pick.
Yeah, buddy.
Which is Chad Daddy.
Project Metal Beast. Werewolf film.
Yeah. So
the quality won't be the best as it's direct, like a rip from a VHS.
That's kind of what I was expecting to find.
We
not
have
surprised.
a couple emails sent to Severin and Vinegar Syndrome, but I'm sure other people have sent it too. It's just one of those films. I think it's a JCB film. It's just lost to time. So
I could just imagine the list of submissions requests that they get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Birdie and I do it all the time. We have a handful of movies that we buy that's only DVD only or doesn't even have any digital files that's really available or HD files, let alone that we can watch. And this is definitely one of them. Brody discovered this film this past year and really heavily got into it whenever searching for alternate werewolf films after the Dog Soldiers announcement was made. He signed it. Yeah, like Brody says, it's still watchable, but it's just the quality is nowhere near what you are used to. It's
we had to suffer through that for Mary Lou, so I can deal with that.
Twice.
But at least Mary Lou's still DVD. I think this is like VHS.
Yeah.
There was something we watched, I remember, with VHS that was transitioned on YouTube one time about a year or so ago, but it's all right. Listen, man, if Brody speaks for it.
Oh, and the only reason that this film doesn't have a release, and this has been confirmed, is that the current rights holders want an astronomical amount in order to pay for this in turn.
Really?
Yes.
Fucking stingy bastards.
So until they drop that, it will not be happening.
Well, motherfucker.
And that comes directly from one of the companies I mentioned earlier.
All right. So before we wrap this up, is there anything nerdy we got to talk about, gentlemen?
Tons of Scream Factory announcements.
I was just going to say that, but be my guest.
The Fog 4K was announced today. Army of Darkness 4K, and I believe the Evil Dead remake was also announced. Was all the special features announced, or was these just the initial announcements?
I think it was just the initial.
Just the initial announcements, but I know the Army of Darkness, you can get it as the regular 4K set, the Steelbook set, which is only $3 more. Then you could get a set with there's like a limited edition set with
the Fog
poster.
one has a figure that is yet to be announced. But
no, they announced it. They just can't show it yet. It's Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh, really? Is it
Yes.
like her likeness and shit?
Yes.
I was going to be one of those things. I hope it's not going to be one of those Jaws.
I don't know.
You don't remember that they lost one of them, and then they remember which.
Roy Scheider.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hell
But honestly, we don't know yet. But you can actually buy the figure separately. You can pre-order just the figure.
That's what I'm going to do with the Chucky.
Yeah.
With the initial ones, is the Chucky ones, I think everyone can agree that those are worth the upgrade, especially 2 and 3 with the new features. But with things like these announcements, we don't know if these special features will be any different than the existing Blu-ray, or if this is just going to end up a cash grab for Scream Factory. So until those features are announced, it's not really worth the upgrade unless you have a 4K setup. So,
I'll probably get the 4K Army of Darkness just because I haven't upgraded from my regular DVD.
I would like that and the fucking 2013 one, dude.
Since the girlfriend's in the chat right now,
by the way,
we need a 4K player.
By the way, the 2013 Evil Dead is 4K only. It's not getting a Blu-ray release.
That's fine.
It's not getting it already has one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I know
and
also...
And the 2013 is both versions, the regular and unrated cuts.
Nice. I know also if anybody's wanting to drop some money tomorrow, I wish I could, but Cavity Colors is dropping out their Thing collection tomorrow. And
they're whipping out the Thing.
That's right, and it's looking quite I want the sweatpants,
Steve.
Dude. They look fucking awesome.
Sony UBP 800.
Sony UBP 800. You hear that?
Mel, you got that? Boom.
You got that, honey? Sony UBP 800. We need it.
It's worth it.
ASAP.
There you go. Sweetness. Also, I don't know. There's a game I talked about a long time ago. It's called Blood. There's a company out that makes called Limited Run Games. I don't know if you guys have heard of them or not, but they make very limited physical copies of games that are usually only digital.
Are those these fuckers that did the Turtles?
No. Wait, what's the name of the company?
Limited Run Games.
Yeah.
No, these ones make like all the physical ones. So they're reestablishing one of my favorite games. It's called Blood, with this whole big ass pack, dude. and it's coming with like fucking figures and all this other fucking digital shit, and then it's actually coming with like I believe it's the soundtrack and somehow the physical CD-ROM, which means dick nowadays because I don't know who the fuck actually has a CD.
Yo, a lot of my Severn disc comes with the actually dedicated CDs. So
Do
the
they
soundtrack. Yes.
Nice.
That's awesome. But yeah, so that's sweet. I think it's the pre-orders up, and the things with those though is it's like they take a good year to get.
Yep.
Because obviously,
think-
they take the pre-order and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna make all this shit.
Are they shipping Turtles yet, Chad?
Not until the end of August.
Okay.
When was the Turtles pre-order?
The pre-order cutoff. The pre-order cutoff is you can still pre-order it. I think it's middle of this month. I think July 16th.
You're talking about the physical for Shredder's Revenge, right?
Yes.
Okay. What because they probably got two versions, right? They probably just got the normal like physical, but then they probably got like a collector's edition.
There's like 2 or 3 versions.
Yeah, because they usually go full out and have some like they'll have like some like $300 to $500 collectible item shit. And it's like, holy fuck, dude.
Am I the only one that's been playing the new Starship Troopers game?
Yeah,
Yes,
I forgot
probably.
that game came out. I never even beat the Quarry. My back went out. I got sick, and I have not streamed in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it gets progressively more insane after that mission. And
are you playing on computer or are you playing on mobile?
PC, only PC.
Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah, buddy. No, I've only been dabbling in Evil Dead, honestly. So
same, and we should also touch on the fact that part 2 of season 4 of Stranger Things dropped on Friday.
For those who watch it,
yeah,
I don't have Netflix, so I'm out.
I haven't. Scuba, you watched it, didn't you, buddy?
Well, that's more of a Scuba and a Brody thing.
Yeah,
The Strangers.
yes.
And they announce about the next season? They're all fucking movies, like 15-hour movies.
No.
Oh, that was a joke I posted in there.
That's a joke.
No, I saw that, but I've seen.
Yeah, it was. It was like 900-minute movies released randomly, 900-minute movies released randomly over the next 15 years, and they're going to be not announced, they're just going to be randomly dropped. Yeah, it was just a joke.
What if it's not?
I hope not. That'd be funny.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Change the name.
I just can't believe that there's like a 2-year.
Well, I'm going to work, boys.
Well, later, boss.
Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Joining us, bud.
Really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and catch Johnny D on the latest episode of LCE premiering next week.
Yeah,
see you guys
buddy.
later.
Woo.
Love you, buddy.
Drive safe, sir.
Bye. So what I was gonna say is, the reason it's taking so long to film the next season or for it to come out is it's gonna be the last season. That's it. After this,
Makes sense.
So they're going to continue certain things with Stranger Things, but this story is completely done.
Oh, okay. So they can go side. Yeah.
There's going to be like it'll be the
Spin-offs.
same universe, but it'll be different characters and whatnot, kind of like they did with
like they're doing with Game of Thrones now.
Game of Thrones, American Horror Story, because they have that American Horror Stories now that has nothing to do. Yeah.
Oh.
They're actually really good. They're all different stories told within the same universe. It's pretty good.
I tried watching American Horror Story one time and I gave up on it. I picked the wrong season to start because it was the fucking Roanoke season that was really fucking dumb.
That's the caca.
Oh, dude, I never. Season 1 was actually I got into season 1
great.
Like
season 2 was decent. That's the
season 2
was that the hotel?
Asylum.
It was Lobster Boy, right? No.
With Asylum. The Asylum. That's the season.
That was season 3 was the 50s, right?
Was the 50s, yeah.
Oh, season 4 was the hotel then, wasn't it?
No. Yeah, yes. No.
Wait, no, season 3. Season 4 was the sideshow. I think.
What was
I don't know. I kind of.
Or was it the witches?
I don't know.
Coven was. Oh my god, dude.
I don't even fucking remember. I just know Coven was great.
Coven was before the Lady Gaga vampire one, right?
Yeah, it was before Hotel. Because one of the characters from Coven
that was Hotel
comes out in
See,
Hotel.
I never even watched Coven. Like I didn't get to that. I watched the first season. The second season was Asylum. You're right. And then the third.
I think third
the
season
was
was the
Freak
Carnival
Show.
Freak
Side
Show. Yeah. Or whatever it was. That was season.
I just remember Lobster Boy, dude. He was fucking, he was fingering all like all these chicks were lined up to get fucking finger banged by him, dude. It was the fucking most hilarious thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, we're not spoiling anything on. Oh, maybe it's Stranger Things. I have none.
Yeah, that's what she was.
But hell yeah, man! So there's a lot of shit dropping. You got to spend some money in the next upcoming weeks.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, those cavity color shit, man. I want them so bad, but I don't want to buy sweatpants in the middle of summer. Fucking.
But you
That's
stock
super-
up for the winter because then you're gonna
Okay,
be like,
so-
damn, I wish I had them.
I
Kaylee's-
don't really wear pants, dude. I usually just wear
Guys.
shorts all year.
Kaylee says it goes Murder House, Asylum, Coven, Freak Show, Hotel, Roanoke, Cult, Apocalypse.
Okay,
Coven is
Roanoke.
before Freak Show? Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I
Was
must have
it?
just I must have skipped over Coven and just watched Freak Show then, dude. 'Cause
So Roanoke and Cult, I did not like at all.
I never watched those ones. Or Hotel even. Maybe I watched part of Coven. Wow.
Oh no, we just picked Roanoke to start on, and just one episode, and I'm like, this is stupid.
See,
no. You gotta
anytime
start
you
with Murder
mention
House.
see, you say Roanoke, and all I think of is the fucking Supernatural episode where they were in the town with Roanoke, and yeah, zombie demons and shit.
Well,
like that.
Kaylee, you're missing an episode. What was the episode the season fuck, the latest season. It wasn't
Yeah.
Apocalypse. Wasn't there another one after Apocalypse?
Yeah, there was.
I just had a brain fart. It was there and then it just fucking jumped right out.
Got me, dude. I'm so far behind on that shit. By all means. But is there anything else nerdy, gentlemen, before we want to wrap this biatch up?
Nothing really springs to
Nope.
mind immediately.
I got nothing.
All right. Yeah, man. Maybe you catch us all on fucking Evil Dead, and you can play with the Gore N More boys at some point because now we
Oh.
all got it.
It was the slasher camp one. That
Oh,
was very
yeah.
like Friday the 13th ish.
That was the
What's
last
that?
one, yeah.
The most recent one, 1978.
Oh,
or whatever the fuck
yeah.
it was.
Shit, I think the new season
1984?
should be starting up
No.
soon then. Doesn't it usually
Yeah,
start in
maybe.
July?
I don't know if they're gonna do another season. They've been. I know American.
I know
Horror
Stories. I know
just-
Stories is starting up if it hasn't already.
Yeah.
But isn't that just a Hulu show?
I don't know.
Or is that on? I don't know. I don't have I don't have the channel that it's on anyway, so I don't know.
Whoa. Okay, so the last nerdy thing I will say, because I did mention Evil Dead, is this month, and I don't know the exact date, but the new level of Castle Kandar will be dropping on Evil Dead.
Yes, I can't
we're getting
wait.
A whole new fucking map.
Oh god,
in
wait,
medieval
is that
times.
the new mission or is that just
No,
new
no, no,
mission?
whole new map.
Oh,
dude.
and new map
Nice.
too.
See, like
Well,
like
yeah,
Scuba,
yeah.
I'm
there
like
should-
Scuba,
the
I
new
got
mission
the
will be DLC, but I think this is just the new map. I don't know if they're
Okay.
dropping out the new mission DLC yet.
See,
Okay.
I dropped a little extra and got the season pass, so
Oh,
Yeah, me
I
too.
did
Yeah.
not. I should have.
I did.
I'll just wait till Epic has it on sale next
well
time.
the wife got me a $50 PlayStation gift card for Father's Day from the kids.
Right.
So I just used that and kicked in an extra $10 and got the
Yeah.
deluxe edition.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yes, maybe you'll catch us all on Evil Dead at some point.
Yeah,
Yes.
But all right, gentlemen, let's ship this shit out. So Scuba, if you want to start us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I am your host with the Ghost Prince of the Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cobra, saying, see you later, bitches.
Yeah, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy saying, see you next week, bitches, for Project Metal Beast.
Which you can catch on Tubi and a lot of other fucking things for free. So,
Yeah.
and I'm your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds, and remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yeah.